Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so this is actually working now. Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties, like you noticed. But welcome back to MiniMark's MTG channel. This week, because I am leaving tomorrow for a pre-release in my old college, which I'm very excited about, I'm gonna do a cube. I don't do cubes often, as you see. I don't have any Phantom tickets, so I'm blowing 10 ticks on doing a cube, which is really dumb and bad EV because you only get back other Phantom tickets to use on other Phantom events. And I'm also doing a Swiss because if I'm going to spend all this money, I'm going to get 3 rounds of super happy fun times out of it. Um, so, for those of you who are watching and don't know what Cube is, basically what happened is a bunch of people sat in a room together and said, what are the most powerful cards in Magic that aren't like the Power 9? Because this is an unpowered cube. And they put them in a box, and then you take cards out of that box, 15 at a time, and you draft with them. So it's a good time. I don't know how this MTGO cube works. I'm assuming it's like most of them. But I don't know if there's any like combo decks or anything like that. So I'm gonna avoid stuff like that. I'm probably gonna play a very simple deck that just tries to have like a theme, like green big things or mono red or some kind of a blue-based control counterspell, upheaval type of deck. But yeah, we'll see. It'll probably be dictated mostly on what I get in this first pack, because I'm the type of drafter who doesn't like to force stuff. I like to see what I get first and then kind of go with it. So we'll see what we got. Ooh, lots of interesting stuff here. A Johnny is a pet planeswalker that I enjoy. Lightning Helix and then tap stuff down, doesn't untap. That's always pretty good. There's things like Necrotol, which is, pretty good. Thundermaw Hellkite is a nice finisher in the mono red decks. Faith Fetters is, nice because it can just shut something down. Obliterator. Not a lot of people like them because of the mana cost, but in some of the MTGO decks, you can actually pull off a mono black deck. However, for those of you who have paid any amount of attention to what I've said in the past when I'm not just drafting, what I like to do is, I just love red. I love just beating down on people and just destroying them and crushing their hopes in my hands. And I know it's a little bit fun police, and most people don't like fun police type decks because they want to combo off and they want to do these fun, crazy things, but somebody has to keep you crazy kids in check. Because if I don't, then I feel like I'm not doing my job. And of course, then we're followed up with this fantastic pack of just wondrous, wondrous things. Um, I mean, cards that pop out is like a Kozilek. He's just huge. Mountain Valley allows me to slowly search up a mountain. Stomping Ground is good in mono red if you're trying to like splash for a little bit of green for something or another. Like a Bloodbraid Elf, for instance, is really good to splash in a red deck because most of your cards are going to be 3, 2, and 1, and they're all going to be really good off the top of your deck. Just getting slapped on the battlefield or shot to their face or whatever. I mean, Silverblade Paladin's good as well. I mean, Nighthawk's fine. I think I'll just take big old Kozilek. We'll just see what happens. Yeah, I got Kozilek and a Hellkite. Those are both things that go in decks. Um, Zuzu or Zozu. Zozu's good in mono red because typically you're curving out low, and he's really good at just landing on the battlefield and saying, well, do you want to play lands? Because if you have things you want to cast eventually, you're going to be taking damage to do it. So he's really good. Forked Bolt's good. A little bit of removal if you need it and stuff. Mom is, she's mom. Look at her. How can you say no to that face? You can't because she's your mom. Uh, uh, if this draft does poorly, I blame it entirely on me being up super early this morning for school at my new school. I go to a different school than what I'm going to pre-release for. The pre-release one hits a lot more people. None of the local shops here can really compare to like almost 200 people showing up and playing. Oh, yeah, okay, so this is happening. Sulfuric Vortex, it is one of those cards that can just win a game on its own, especially in mono red, because you play it on turn 3, pass a turn, and then it shocks them. And then they take it their next turn, it shocks them again. Turn after that, guess what? Still getting shocked. It's just insane. Um, in some decks just can't deal with an enchantment on the battlefield. Like they just don't have what it takes to do anything with an enchantment. They just look at it and say, "Oops." Hopefully they don't have much life gain, like something like a Pristine Talisman or, you know, various other cards that gain you life. But yeah, I'm definitely taking the Vortex here. I think it's just the most powerful card to go in a red deck. Searing Blades is also one of those cards. It deals 3 damage to the player for it. The way I look at it is you pay 2 red because you're getting 2 lightning bolts out of it. You're shooting the player and you're shooting a creature. It's really good. Other cards in this pack that Supreme Verdict, that's bad for me. Route also bad for me. Uh, Necropotence is really powerful. Again, mono black I think is a thing. You can probably do it in this format. But Necromancy in the event you want to go into a Reanimator deck. But again, I think the mono red is flowing, so we're just gonna jump on it. I think some people might be staying out of mono red right now because it was so poor in the previous deck or the previous version of the cube because it was powered and it kind of cut down on your ability to do stuff with it. But I still think it's really good. Sarcomancy, the card I almost said when I was reading Necromancy earlier. I mean, Lightning's good. Is it Charm's good? This card is just the bane of our existence. Search your library for a card, put that card in your hand, discard a card at random, shuffle your library. It seems bad. Massacre. Um, let's take the Blightning. That might not be the right pick. I honestly, I just don't know. Uh, again, I'm not too good at Cube. I know some things, like how certain cards work, but hey, we'll see. The reason I like it is because it deals 3 damage to them, and it gets rid of 2 of their cards, which means they have 2 less things to use to try to get out of the situation that I put them in, which is hopefully on the back foot. Because what a lot of decks do when they're up against aggressive decks is they spend a lot of their time on the back foot, just kind of throwing cards at the board state, trying to change it and get it in their favor. And eventually the red deck runs out of stuff, so then they just start to be able to build up a little advantage, and then eventually they just take over. So, there's that. Ooh, that could be fun. Bonfire is also really good. Flame Javelins, I mean, I don't think it's as good as either of these right now. Oh, doesn't have trample when it first hits the battlefield? I think that's still fine. Maybe? Or is Bonfire better, just to dome them and wipe their board real quick? Just to go back, Flame Tongue Carver was just the best card in the pack, last pack, sorry. I didn't comment on that. I don't know which is better. I think I'm going to take that. Again, sorry for everyone who's cringing at home. All of you who are currently watching this. I just want to say also thank you. Posted my first video in a long time to my channel, and it has over 30 views. The first series has over 30 people who viewed it. People from all across the world, like Finland and Australia. Actually, a very large contingent of Australians. Maybe one of you just really liked some of the plays I made or something. I mean, hey, if you want to, have me come visit you, I'd be more than happy. Just fly me in from the States. I'll be there. Don't worry about it. When he attacks, target creature can't block this turn, or Faithless Looting. Um, I think I'll take the Frenzied Goblin, because if they can stick a creature, this can just negate it. And I don't have any 1-drops yet, so it's not like it's fighting for space right now. I'm going to take Pernicious Deed. Reason being, they can do like 3 and wipe my board. Shriek Maw is really good too because it blows stuff up. I'm not really worried about Tendrils or Looter. Death Cloud can probably get me a little bit, but I'd rather just cut the deed if I'm not going to get anything anyways. So let's hide that. Hide that, I said. So Fallout, Smash, or Magus. I don't think there's enough non-basics that people play in this format for that to be worth it. Fallout or Smash, though? I think I'm going to take Fallout. No, I'll take Smash. Yeah. I think there's a non-zero chance that people are going to be running just random artifacts against me. And if you're going to run random artifacts against me, come on. Don't scroll. If you're going to be playing random artifacts against me, like Signets and whatnot, I'm more than willing to just blow them up and deal you damage. I mean, Shatter plus dealing 3 damage is, oh, it just makes me feel good. Oh, this is a great pack for us. First glance for just random cards that are good. I mean, Bob's here. We do have a Rakdos Carnarium, and I think our curve wants to stay really low, so he might be an option here. Jace, who can kind of, get people back into the game. Engineered Explosives is good. Ball Lightning is probably going to wheel. I don't see anyone taking anything with red in the mana cost who isn't in mono red. So I think I might just take Bob here. I mean, he gives me card advantage, so I can just kind of start going off and just ripping more cards. I only have like a couple cards that really hurt me, and I don't really think I'm going to be in the situation playing the mono red deck where I'm worried about my life total. I'm really going to be using it as a resource. And if they're able to stabilize and start doing damage back to me, I've already lost the game. So I think I'm just going to go with the Dark Confidant. Take me a Bob. I'm very happy that they picked the old art rather than the Mountain Masters art for this one. I like Bob. I think he's better than the guy with the crown or whatever he's doing. It's just weird. I just think it's weird. Okay, so this pack it's got Doomblade, Tragic Slip, Vampiric Tutor. I'll put that card on top of it. Yeah, so it's not the one that I like because this is you pay a card to fix your draw step. Not you pick a card and it goes back into your hand. What's this do? When it enters the battlefield, deal 3 to target player. And it's just a 3/2 with haste. Seems okay. I think Rift Bolt's the way to go here. I don't know how much I want to be black. I mean, I might just be doing a quick splash for those two, and I have a Carnarium. I can keep my eyes open for other sources of black. Not something like this naturally, but like, I can start looking for stuff. Doomblade and Tragic Slip were the two that I was even considering. Daxos, I don't think he's a problem for us because we can probably block him, and I don't think there's enough in this that can pump to make him get by us, so Rift Bolt it is. Molten Rain, that's pretty good. Teetering Pinks is fine. Ghost Dad. Yeah, so here's the thing with Obsidat. If he gets resolved, we just lose the game, I think. But again, I don't think it's that big of an issue that we need to take it to cut it. Molten Rain can probably do some pretty good things. It can keep people off their lands. If somebody plays like the Mirror Aqueduct against us on turn 2, turn 3 we kill it, leaving them with no land on board, and we do 2 damage to them. And then we're probably also going to be able to attack with our Frenzied Goblin. We don't have a lot of creatures near the low end. We should remedy that. Remember to keep that going. Alternative, I mean, really the only 2 alternatives that we have right now are Teetering Peaks, and Teetering Peaks just gives +2/+0 until end of turn, which is fine. I mean, it gets a little extra damage, but we might be able to get it back. And Hellkite, which is just 8 mana, and mono red doesn't really want 8 mana cost things. Let's see what we got. Snuff out. Ooh, Winter Orb. That's a good card in this deck. Um, the only other really consideration is Spike Shot Elder, just as like a 3 mana. You know, you can use it as like a pinger and attack with it and block with it and stuff. It's not bad. But Winter Orb, it it does good things for you. Um, you're typically gonna need like maybe 1 or 2 mana every turn. You're not, I mean, unless you're going up for something like one of these guys. But again, you really want your curve really low so that like your Bob isn't hurting you, and you can just get kind of silly. And also, Winter Orb is, I mean, it basically is as fun police as it gets. It, you just look at them and say, "Good luck to you, sir." Um, Bloodstained Mire would be really good right now, because I can just, go fetch whatever I need at the time. Strip Mine's cool, but I don't think I really need it. I think I just want the Hellrider. It's a really good card in mono red because it can just come down on turn 4. And if I curved out at all, which again I'm missing a lot of low drop creatures, but if I curve out at all, ignore this guy. We're not playing the red green version. Uh, he just lands on the battlefield and just goes, okay, take an extra 7 damage you weren't expecting to take this turn, and can really mess with people's math. So I'm going to take him. Hopefully we start getting some low end. Which one is this one? Oh, this is the new one that pings and makes it so self can't block, and also has the pseudo draw card ability. So I'm going to take her. She seems really good. I could have taken City of Brass for like mana fixing, but I mean I might not even be playing the black. And Chandra Pyromancer gets blockers out of the way, and it can do some other pretty good stuff. Lava Claw reaches. A man land. It's the best of both worlds. It's a man and a land. It fixes our mana for our black that we have. I'm going to hide the white right now, even though we just drew this, which is pretty good because you can use it to fireball them out for the last couple damage, or you can use it for a silence ability. If you feel like they might be having some big plays coming that turn, like a board sweeper or something like that. And you can also use it to just get blockers out of the way. It does everything, but I think I want the Lava Claw reaches. It just seems like, mana fixing, and it's a dude. It's pretty good. So it's down between, obviously, Koth, who is really good. First ever Planeswalker I opened. And lucky for me, I was sponsored in that draft, so I had to give it up to one of my friends. I wonder if he still has it. Probably not. Uh, and then Kargan Dragonlord, who you can just make him into a just impossible to deal with threat. You got to pump a lot of mana into him though, but we do need more low drop creatures, and I don't think I need another 4, so I'll take the Dragonlord. And as I said, Ball Lightning came back, so I mean I'm pretty sure that's really all that we need here. He just comes down and says, "Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to party." And everyone's like, "What? What? We're not ready for the party." He's like, "I'm coming to the party." And then people get dead. Oh, cool. We got Teetering Peaks back. That's good. Um. Oh. Ooh. Come on. Just keep the picks coming. Yes. One more. One more for Daddy. Can I just get one more really good pick? Come on. Come on. You know you wanna. You know. Seriously. I don't know. I guess I'll take the Academy Ruins and hide it. Oh, cool. Desperate Ravings. That's a card we're not playing. Desperate Ravings. Hide. Alright. So, we have some cards that we want to cut, clearly. Like, I don't know how good this card is. It's probably not that good. I could use some more low drop creatures. Right now I'm kind of, lacking. I want to put Smashes of Smithereens in the sideboard because I don't believe I've seen any Signets. So I don't think they're in the deck. They're in the stuff, so they're not going to be played. Oh, Blood Baron of Viscopa. So they just have a bunch of stuff that just hates on my deck, which is fine. I think I'll take the Ember Hauler. It's a decent creature and attacks and blocks. You can sack it if you really need to get in some extra damage. And low drop creatures. I mean, we kind of want to curve out with creatures and then start using Searing Blazes and Rift Bolts and stuff like that to control the board after we've already started killing them. Because the goal would be to be like a Spike Shot Elder, Dragon Lord, Zozu, Hell Rider, Hellkite, laugh my way to the bank. But yeah, I'm definitely going to take this for now. I think the only thing that's close is Incinerate. And Incinerate's a good card, don't get me wrong. We're just not there. I don't think I really need Burn at the moment. I think I just want to get creatures on the board and start beating down. I have things like, I have more burn spells up here than I really need at the moment. I mean, manlands are good in mono red because you're typically going to only have the one color as your main, which is our red. And you can just use this as a 2/2 most of the time to attack with, which is really nice. Basically paying 2 mana for a 2/2 for the turn. I mean, our alternative is Ravenous Baboons, which seems bad, and Reckless Charge, which no one else is going to take in the draft. We could take, Dismember as more removal, but we already have like Searing Blaze. We can pop an Ember Hauler, Rift Bolt. We actually don't have that much removal at the moment. We really can't deal with stuff once it hits the battlefield in front of us. You know what? I'll take the Dismember. There are times when we're going to be sitting there and we're going to just need to get stuff out of our way. And this is really, really good at getting that stuff out of our way. Stormkirk Noble. There was a time when I played Standard, and this was one of the best cards in my deck. It just, you just put it down on turn 1, and then you just take it up every turn, basically. It's like Chronomenon, but you get to hit him every turn. Also, I don't know why I pronounced it Chronomenon, probably because I'm used to saying Menomina. It's that or like a Devil's Play or a Burst Lightning, just as like more burn. But I think we low drop creatures, then burn. Yeah, I think that's what we need. I don't think we're needing this. I think we're not really a combo deck, as much as it may seem it. I think I'll take a Gargadon. It's possible. Hold on. Deals 3 damage to each creature without flying. No, that's bad. I like Gargadon because we can suspend it on turn 1, play out some stuff, and then eventually just sack everything and just beat him in the face. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We might not even run it, but I think it's worth a pickup here. We're not playing any of the other cards that were in front of us. Jeez. Moloku's good against us, but only for like a couple seconds, and then we blast into her stuff, and then he's pretty sad after that. I think let's take the Huntmaster. There's a non-zero chance we play it if we get some really good fixing in the next couple packs. And there's also, it's just, it kind of wrecks us. And there's nothing in that pack for us, really. Grim Lavamancer. Love Grim Lavamancer. Just repeatable removal, basically, and we're going to be dumping our hands so quick and just, like, blasting, like, Skull Cracks off and stuff like that when we need it, that we can fill our graveyard pretty quick. Don't ask what's going on in this picture. Just don't worry about it. Ooh. I went Dragon Skull Summit. That's pretty good for us. Ooh, Temple of Abandon. Maybe I can spell. Ooh, Chain Lightning's. Oh, my eyes. Um, I think we already have 3 ways of fixing, so we'll run like a swamp or two, just so we can make sure our Bloodstained Mires will be online. But I think we just take the Fire Blast. Stacking 2 mountains is typically how we're going to be paying for this, and dealing 4 to their face is how we're typically going to be using it as just a finisher. And if we really need to, we can use it to get rid of a pesky creature on the battlefield, but hopefully it doesn't come to that. I'd like to see this come back, but probably won't happen. Ooh. Falconwrath Aristocrat, you say? That's good. Do we have enough spells that we want to really double? Searing Blaze is good. Skullcrack's good. Molten Molten Rain and Lightning get kind of silly. Um, Hellspark Elemental is really good. It's kind of like you're paying for a Ball Lightning in 2 installments of 2. Char's really good. I think I'm just gonna take the Aristocrat. I mean, it can just do some good things for us. All right, so we got the Incinerate back. That's always good. Some burn. I don't think we're gonna be splashing for that green. Uh, oh, we got the Mistress Factory back. What? What are you doing here? Oh God! And we got Devil's Play. Sweet, sweet. And there's a battlefield tapped, so you already have 3 ways of getting black mana. Yeah, I don't think I really want this card. I think I'll take Genesis, because people can do some degenerate stuff with it. And I just prefer if they weren't doing that. We can probably beat them before they start being degenerate, but, you know. I hate this card. This card. I play Pauper. Used to play Pauper. Then they got rid of dailies, and I kind of lost interest. But that card's just silly. Oh God, get rid of the tendrils. Anything that says gain life, and we wield the summit. All right, so we're probably running like a swamp, so the Bloodstained Mire doesn't blank. Nope, go back up. Oh, we're here. All right, so let's run Bob and Dismember, Aristocrats and Lightning for now. You're in. You're an in. Probably not. No, not main board. You're in. There's a party here, boys. And most of you got an invite. Lucky you. So I just noticed the possible nombo of this little beauty and that guy. So I'm just going to board him out. I really don't think I want a Greater Gargadon to deal me 10 out of nowhere, and it's more cute than good, I think. So I'm just not going to play it. And we definitely want the Winter Orb, because we're not really too mana concerned. We can definitely play a game that doesn't require any of this stuff to happen, where most decks are going to start at like 2 with a couple, 3 has a few, and then this is where they start blowing up. So hopefully that's how we can do this. You're more of a 4-drop. Yeah. We'll bring you in if we see a lot of non-basics that we care about. And we'll cut the Frenzied Goblin, because I think we have a non-zero amount of burn, so we can kind of keep ourselves doing good stuff. Oh, well, that's a thing. I thought we would have more 3s, but they're all like removal and burn and stuff. You come down here, and then you guys come down here. So a 3/2 for 4 that deals 3. I can just sack it the next turn. I don't think I need it. I think I have reach, so I don't need stuff like that. Do I want to make another cut? Or am I probably good with a 16 land mana base? Um, with 16 land, you're probably getting stuck around 3 to 4 mana more often than you're getting stuck around like 5 or 6. And it's only one card. I think we're probably fine. So let's get in all of our non-basics. So we have Factory, which is just blank. Reaches, like you're just a mountain. Yeah, that seems good. And when we add land, we'll just make it so we only get the single swamp. So we can fetch it with the Bloodstained Mire. And then we have a billion red sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Do I want the Carnarium? It's good with Winter Orb, but it's also gonna delay me. So like if I go turn 1 land, turn 2 Carnarium, I can't play a 2-drop. I think I'm gonna cut it for a swamp. That might be the wrong play. I don't know. But I feel like this way I have 5 sources of black and 11 sources of red. Or, not 11. 10 sources of red. Or 10, 11, 12, 13 sources of red. Bah! Words hurt my mouth when I make them. So yeah, this could be fun or it could be terrible, but luckily it's a Swiss. And the best thing about Swiss is you get to play all 3 rounds no matter what. So I'm at least gonna hopefully can at least ruin one person's day by showing up with the Fun Police when they're trying to do some crazy ultra combo storm thing. Never said I was good with words. All right, everyone. I'm gonna submit this, and I will see you in round 1.